everybody, it's time for Small Business Small Talk Show. So welcome this morning, everybody that is able to show up on a Saturday morning. So far, I'm starting these things now because it's at the end of the week. Let's review what happened. Let's see what we've got coming up next week and where are we going with our businesses and our lives. Sometimes it's the bigger questions that actually get you in the feels. On a Saturday morning. Yeah, the coffee's finally starting to kick in because, I've been up a couple of hours and it's just now starting to work. So I do want to welcome you to the Small Business Small Talk Show where big ideas, actually it's small talk. See, I have this thing wrote down. I'm over here. All of my technology got screwed up this morning. Let me start that over because I want to know how it sounds to you. Small Business Small Talk Show where small talk turns into big ideas that produce more. Whatever more looks like for you. And so more is the thing I wanted to talk about today because when I work with all of these small businesses or even the executives of medium to larger companies, when I ask them, what do you want? And they're like, more. Like, more what? Let's define what more looks like for you because here's the funny thing. Yes, you can say you want more money, but what does more money actually get you? Because that's the ultimate thing that you're wanting more of. What is money providing for you? So if you want to increase the bottom line, you want more, do you want more profits or do you want more cash flow? Like there's a difference between all of these things that show up on your P&Ls. Are you wanting cash in your pocket to be able to go take a vacation? And do you have the team in place to be able to go take a vacation? Like, can you really separate that? In a small business, it's really, really hard. Like that is one of the hardest things all of my clients seem to face is the taking the time off and away to recharge, rejuvenate, think bigger things, to go play for a little bit. It's really, really hard. Even myself, I took last year was a really good year for me to separate out a little bit of work and playtime because life is made up of all of these things. I'm not big on the phrase work-life balance because quite frankly, work is still life to me. It rejuvenates me at times whenever, especially when I have something new going on and I can put it out in the world and create. But if I don't go play and I get, if I'm stuck in the weeds of things and I'm just constantly in the details, I forget to go play, to recharge, then, I'm out of energy. So what does more look like to you? More money, more time, more people, more clients equals more money, more influence in the world. Like you want to be able to involve yourself more into community activities. What does more look like to you? So once you have that thing defined, now you actually know what does it take to get more. Because that thing that you want more of, one of my clients, I love her. She is fantastic. Diana Polsgrove. She's my first and forever client. I have 2 of those. And when I asked Diana, she's just like, I just want more. I'm like, what more do you want? She's like, everything. Like, what does everything mean? So in Diana's world, she's the big thinker. And so when she says more, it really is more of absolutely everything. She wants more friends, more family, more fun, more stuff to put in the warehouse. She's got over 100,000 pieces back there. That's not enough. She wants more. Define your more. Because in those times, whenever it's really hard to just, like when somebody says, well, what are you really wanting out of this? Get it defined, what your more is. And again, if you say more money, okay, fantastic, sure, we all want that. But what does more money get you? That is the benefit of the benefit. So as you're, working through some of your things, now you know what you're really working towards. That strategic, yes, Charlene, it absolutely is Diana Polsgrove because she's all about more. And I love that because that kind of an energy is exactly what some of us need some days when the coffee hasn't kicked in yet. You kind of need more coffee. So anyway, But Darren Hardy, if you guys are not familiar with him, he was the publisher of Success Magazine for a season, and when I say a season, quite a few years. Excellent speaker. He wrote a book, The Entrepreneur Rollercoaster. I haven't got to read the whole book yet, but everybody can relate to the roller coaster that is business ownership. Even in one day, like things could be in a high and then all of a sudden, bam. And I know for me recently, I had a large client and lost it in one day, which meant everything was gone. So when you talk about more, I'm like, yes, I need more money so that I could put back into my account and put a roof over my head, more food in the fridge, and all the basics of life. But you get to where you're excited and damn, this is hard, and oh yay, it's working, like, and then shoot, I messed that up, and it's this all day, every day. And so how do we manage to ride this roller coaster? In all honesty, looking back, let me just say, it's the most freeing experience that you can have if you've got the guts for it. If you have a side hustle, same kind of thing, because that side hustle is trying to get you more of something, right? So a couple of quotes that Darren has, and again, my notes are over here, so if I look sidetracked, I am. Cold calls are for rookies and weirdos. Don't be a rookie or weirdo, find a relationship bridge. Yeah, that's necessary. We'll come back to that in a second. And another one of my favorites, DNA has nothing to do with success. Turn your jeans into overalls and get to work. Pretty much, that's what it takes in a day. And Josh, definitely, because you work with business owners all day, every day. So you're one of us as the chamber dude. You are definitely one of us in that. So in that whole, we want more, we're on this roller coaster. How do we put all of this stuff to use? How do we find the support that we need? So let's talk for a quick second about support systems in our business for business owners. Where do you find a support system, and how do you even know you have one? Think about it for a second. It's not just your friends. These are the people who are intentionally in your life that you have put there on purpose. You choose to have around you to make you better, to help you see things in your business that you don't see because you're stuck in the weeds, okay? These are the people that are cheering you on from the sidelines. And you need to have, like, I see where I have all my people now. And it's quite frankly the most amazing experience I've been in. Like, I'm finally at this stage. I get it now, being older. When people told me back in my 20s, oh honey, you'll figure it out one of these days. Oh, you're just a baby. I hated that at the time, but I get it now. And I hate doing it to other, kiddos coming up that, oh, you'll get it. Trust me, you'll learn. Because, they're not listening at the time. So why waste my breath? Now I get it. The support system matters. And you're going to find through the adversity of business ownership, there are times when you know who is going to support you and who's not, who's on your team and who is not, who is going to lift you up and who is not, who is going to be one person over here and somebody else over here. Like, you will find out all kinds of things about people when you're trying to do business with them. So how to find the support system? Pay attention to those who are genuine. Find the genuine. Once you find the genuine that fits you. You do not need cheerleaders all day, every day. Those are called sycophants, okay? You don't need somebody up your butt saying, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, you got this, da-da-da-da, whenever they have no real clue about your serious emotions that you're having right now. There are times you also need that person that will look at you and say, enough is enough. You need to get over yourself, step it up, put your overalls on, and get to work. You said you wanted this. Why aren't you working for it? Thank you, Charlene Burke, for being one of those people for me. She's able to point it out whenever, and I give her all kinds of looks because, it's not fun hearing a hard truth about yourself. It's not fun, but it's necessary to take yourself forward. And whenever you're trying to grow a business, you are the key element to that. So what are you doing to make yourself better so that you can handle the adversity, so that you can learn new things? I have mastered the look. Yeah, well, my mom told me that a long time ago. I have that go to hell look. So I don't mean to do it all the time. It just happens. But when I do mean to do it, I have the look down. But whenever we're putting together those support systems, find those people. If you don't have a support system, where do you even start? How about, and I'm going to totally shamelessly plug Charlene, especially since she's joining me right now. Masterminds. Masterminds are a great place to start. If you are brand new to business and you don't know where to find a good support system, join a mastermind, because these are like-minded people. They are all there for the same reason. They want to grow themselves and they want to grow their business, and they need a group of people who are going to be truthful with them, right? These are not your best friends. These are people who are on the same page of wanting to grow your business. So that's a good place to start. Find one that's a good personality fit for you, because not everyone's a greatest fit in the world. But find a good facilitator like Charlene that can put that group together intentionally for the benefit of everybody. That's a good place to start. Another good place to start, one of the things I wanted to talk about today, is your local chambers. Believe it or not, there are some great people in the chambers. So I've been part of 2 chambers. Where I'm headquartered is Louisville, Kentucky, and it is right on the river of Indiana and Kentucky. So I'm able to do business on both sides of the river. So I'm involved in chambers and organizations in Southern Indiana as well as Louisville. It's kind of a different dynamic some days because it's just a bridge, but what it offers are ways to get involved in different committees. Some have synergy groups, some have leads groups that kind of function like a BNI. If you're not familiar with a BNI, that's another way to at least meet new people and connect, and that is lead generation. Okay, so yes, you're networking, but that style of networking is lead generation. But what I'm talking about today is taking things beyond just networking. We're looking for your support system. So join those chamber committees where you can work as a team together. And when you find those people that you enjoy working with, like I love working with Josh Sleater. Thanks, Josh. When you find those people that you enjoy working with, then you develop that deeper relationship, that stronger bridge of relationship, like Darren Hardy had said. And when you have a stronger bridge of that relationship, now you're in this team together. So when I do my program on training called Being Super, and one of the things that I talk about is there's a portion of our lives where our team starts to form, and our support system. So there's going to be a mentor in there and our teams and things like that. So when that section of our life is like, it's finding out what we're made of. And our team really can help us figure that out. There are days when I have no idea if I'm good at anything. And I can put it out on Facebook to do I want an honest personal inventory of, am I good at something today? Because I need to know if the things that I'm good at is sellable as a service. And I get good, honest feedback. And I do also get my mama going on there. You're going to be my #1 daughter. I love you too, Mom. Thanks. So I appreciate that. And I have my cheerleaders, but I have those people who give me specific, honest feedback of things that I am good at. And it turns out I'm good at people. Let's boil it down. I'm good at people. You really are my product. How do I sell you back to you? That's a totally different conversation. So those support systems. I enjoy working with masterminds. I have coached CEO roundtables before. Charlene does a totally different way of masterminding, which is a true, honest Napoleon Hill mastermind format, which is amazing. Chambers, again, chambers are fantastic. I am also a board member for St. Matthew's, and we have, even just this week, we came together as a team, had some hard discussions, made hard decisions, and moved it forward. And now, going through this experience with that particular team, yeah, they're a board of directors, but I call them a team because that's kind of what we are when we are business leaders and we're at a group and making decisions to move a business community forward. We have to be a good, solid team, because if we're not a team, then we can't get anywhere. Like, nothing's going to happen. And they made me proud this week. We came together as a team and it worked great. And I also know now, going through this, more about them as individuals, how they think, what they believe, how they handle situations. So getting involved in groups, and your chamber is a great way to get that started. That in and of itself is a benefit. If you're only looking at chambers as to what you can get out of it as far as getting more business, back to the more, if you want to use your chamber to get more business, get more involved, because that's how that stuff works. Because with the chamber, it's really the best place to start building those business relationships. Outside of that, if you want to just start networking, to find those people out there, there is a slew, a plethora, the cornucopia of opportunities that are out there to go networking. I used to be a part of No Rules Networking here in Louisville, and we had 3 in a month. Those were all free. So there's a lot of free opportunities. There are a lot of paid opportunities where you can go to. Even the Federal Reserve will have events where they bring in informational speakers, but there's networking time, right? So find those people that you want to know more about and want to be able to, find in the community. What about support systems? How much are you supporting others? Because really, yeah, I want more. Like, I need all the support I can get, all the help I can get right now. I need all the prayer I can get to. I need more prayer. Like, I need more of that from you people, a lot. But what am I giving back? Like, it's not all about just taking. It's not all about just getting from everybody, but what am I able to give back to you? How can I support you? And that's one of the reasons I started this. And I had gotten confused about what I wanted this to look like, but this is going to be a show. I'm sharing with you thoughts. We're having some small talk here. And I want to be able to support you in moving you forward, in waking you up in a day, whatever that takes. If I just need to share a little bit of my extra energy, I will do that. Whatever I can do to help support you in your continuing adventures in business, I want to be able to do that. I want to be here for you for that. It was Minnie Pearl who said, love your audience and they'll love you right back. Well, I love all y'all because you're amazing people. I can't wait to hear everybody's stories. I can't wait to get everybody involved in this, and I can't wait to see what this show is going to take off and do one of these days. So we talked about, just a quick little recap today. We've talked about the entrepreneur roller coaster, how up and down in a day, and how do we want more. We really want our business to supply more for our lives, is what that boils down to. Define what that more is, and then get a support system. Get you a good, solid support system, because ultimately, yes, your business is your life, and it is your idea, and you are the one that knows most about it, but you're not the only one in it. Your business affects everybody around you, so create a good, solid support system with that. And go get in a mastermind, get yourself involved in a chamber. I highly recommend those 2 things to get you started on finding that support system that can help you grow your business. With that, that is our Small Business Small Talk today. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks Josh, Charlene, and Maria. Nice to see you today. And join me next time for the recaps please subscribe to the YouTube channel because I'll get these recorded and then reloaded over there. So if you want to see them again or you want to pass them along, go subscribe to the YouTube channel on smallbusinesssmalltalk.com. Thanks, everybody. Bye.